लर्नर्स, आज की वीडियो में बात करेंगे सप्लाई चेन के टॉपिक्स के बारे में। सप्लाई चेन रिसर्च एरियाज के बारे में, सप्लाई चेन टॉपिक्स फॉर रिसर्च, सप्लाई चेन यूनिक टॉपिक्स फॉर रिसर्च एंड सप्लाई चेन एरिया ऑफ इंटरेस्ट। अगर आपने मेरा वेलकम टू मुराद लर्नर्स अकेडमी, द प्लेस वेयर पीपल कम टू लर्न। सो अगर आपने मेरा चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो सब्सक्राइब करें और साथ दिए गए बेल आइकन को लाजमी प्रेस करें ताकि आपको मेरी आने वाली इन्फॉर्मेटिव और लेटेस्ट वीडियो इजीली मिल सके। सो लर्नर्स, वीडियो आज की स्टार्ट करते हैं। फर्स्ट टॉपिक जो अक्सर शेयर करने जा रहा हूँ वो है इम्पैक्ट ऑफ जस्ट इन टाइम यानी JIT प्रोडक्शन ऑन ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल परफॉर्मेंस। नेक्स्ट, इम्पैक्ट ऑफ JIT प्रोडक्शन प्रैक्टिसेस ऑन ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल परफॉर्मेंस। Next, effect of JIT on organizational performance, influence of performance measurement system. Next is the effects of total quality management practices on performance and the reasons and the barriers to TQM practices. Next is meditating role of learning organization on the relationship between total quality management and operational performance. Next, impact of critical success factors of JIT implementation on organizational performance. Next, role of next is role of pressures and green supply chain practices in enhancing the operational efficiency of firms. Next is impact of total quality management on corporate green performance through the mitigating role of corporate social responsibility. Next is impact of total quality management on corporate sustainability through the mitigating effect of knowledge management. Next is impact of total quality management on corporate green performance through the mitigating role of corporate social responsibility. Next, Next is an integrated continuous improvement model of TPM, TPS and TKM for boosting profitability of manufacturing industries, an innovative model and guideline. Next, the impact of women's representation on performance in project-based and non-project-based organizations. Next, impact of strategic and operational risk management practices on firm performance. The impact of unlearning contexts on the organizational performance through knowledge performance. Next is the indirect effect of social responsibility standards on organizational performance in apparel supply chains, a developing country perspective. Next, the role of organizational capabilities in attaining corporate sustainability practices and economic performance. Next, evaluating the practices of flexibility maturity for the software product and service organizations. Next, the role of contingency factors on the relationship between sustainability practices and organizational performance. Next, environmental management, the impact of national and organizational long-term orientation on plants, environmental practices and performance efficiency. Next, the impact of sustainable supply chain management practices on firm performance. Next is top management knowledge value, knowledge sharing practices upon innovation and organizational performance. Next, the lagged influence of organizations' human resource practices on employee career stability, the moderating role of age. Next, moment of resistance and internally perceived view of performance and impact reports in non-governmental organizations. Next, the impact of green human resource management practices on sustainable performance. Next, organization and regulatory stakeholder pressures, friends or foes to green logistics practices and financial performance, investigating corporate reputations as a missing link. Next, quality management practices and inter-organizational project performance, moderating effect of governance mechanisms. Next, organizations and regulatory stakeholder pressure, friends or favors to green logistics practices and financial performance, investigating corporate reputation as missing link. Next, emulating influence of organizational culture practices in successful lean management implementation. Next, the relationship between organizational justice and employee satisfaction. Next, the relationship among interactional justice, manager trust, and teachers, organizational silence behavior. Next, mitigating effects of HRM practices in organizational justice on innovative work behavior. Next, impact of continuous performance management on job opportunity, motivation and turnover intent of employees. Next, exploring lean manufacturing practices influence on performance, innovation, performance. Next, the influence of supplier integration and lean practices adoption on operational performance. Next, Industry 4.0 and lean manufacturing practices for sustainable organizational performance. Next, impact of lean supply chain management on operational performance, a study of small manufacturing companies. Next, impact of lean manufacturing on employee satisfaction. Next, impact of total quality management on supply chain management and firm supply performance. Next, impact of TQM practices on financial performance through innovation performance. Next, impact of just-in-time, total quality management and supply chain management on organizational performance. Next, effect of TQM practices on financial performance through innovation performance. Next, the relationship between cost, leadership strategy, total quality management implications, and financial performance. Next, the total quality management and financial performance of construction companies. Next, quality management approaches and the impact of financial performance. Next, impact of quality management practices on quality performance and financial performance. Next, total quality management implements and results in higher education institutions. Next, identifying the critical elements of TQM and the impact on company performance. Next, electronic data interchange and demand forecasting implications on supply chain management. Next, investigating into the hierarchical nature of TQM variables using structural modeling. Next, investigating the influence of TQM service quality and market orientation on customer satisfaction and loyalty. Next, effect of TQM principles on performance. Next, firm resource advantage, total quality management, SME performances. Next, the relationship of electronic data interchange with inventory and financial performance. Next, impact of just-in-time, total quality management and supply chain management on organizational performance. Next, effect of supply chain practices on organizational performance. Next, roles of information technology in supply chain management. Next, commodities and differences between service and manufacturing supply chains, combining operations management studies with supply chain management. Next, the supply chain of digital music, empowering independent artists through availability and accessibility. Next, the future of electronic consumption, the role of sustainable consumer. Next, from suspicion to sustainability in global supply chains. Next, impact of JIT, TQM, green supply chain practices on environmental sustainability. Next, impact of JIT practices on environmental sustainability. Next, impact of TQM practices on environmental sustainability. Next, influence of green and lean upstream supply chain practices on business sustainability. Next, the impact of competition, just-in-time production and total quality management on the use of multiple performance measures. Next, the total quality environmental management adoption status in the manufacturing sector. Next, effect of just-in-time purchasing relationships on organizational design, purchasing department configuration and performance. वीडियो ज़रा लंबी हो रही है तो मैं अब स्पीड में टॉपिक्स आगे लेके जाऊँगा. नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज दिस. नेक्स्ट टॉपिक next another useful topic. Next topic in your computer screens. Next topic in front of you. Next topic in your computer screen. Next topic in front of you. Next topic is here. Another useful topic. Another supply chain related topic. Another supply chain related topic. Another supply chain related topic. Another topic you can see. देख सकते हैं. सो लर्नर्स, आज के लिए इतना ही था. अगर वीडियो अच्छी लगी है तो मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, बेल आइकन को लाजमी प्रेस करें ताकि आपको मेरी आने वाले लेटेस्ट वीडियोस इजीली मिल सकें, और मेरे वीडियो को लाइक करें, शेयर करें. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग.